Where did coaching fit in for you? Throughout everything, throughout moving here, working at the CrossFit gym that you worked at, then putting all your time into being an athlete and eventually, focusing on growing OPEX. Kind of talk about how coaching played a part in each one of those iterations.
Yeah. When I first got here, it was like that was it. Like I was coaching classes, I was personal training at OPT. I had, 12 remote clients. So that was it. Like I did, and I had, maybe 5-10 hours of just a little bit of marketing stuff I would do. But then over time, that kind of like flipped. And I think that, and I see this happening in CrossFit a lot. I think that when I stopped competing, I didn't want to coach people in CrossFit anymore, because it was like my own stuff I was working through. It wasn't as exciting or fun for me. And it took time for me to like figure that out again of like, oh, why do I really want to coach people? And it went back to my original love of coaching, which was watching people's lives transform outside the gym. So like who I work with now is, women who are tired, who have bad lifestyle things, who feel, they're in their 30s. They're like, I can't do like the fad diet anymore, or their 40s, or, and that's who I like to work with. So it's just, I think I'm at the phase of my life where I'm like finding myself again instead of being like believing I'm like this lost athlete still.
Is it, do you like working with those women specifically? Because is it one of those situations where, when you go through an experience and you're like, shit, if I would have just known this, is it a little bit of that, or is it not connected to your personal experiences at all?
Yeah, I think that going back to like 2009 when I started coaching, what I realized is like it's not all about eating less and exercising more. So I had that personal experience, which is what I wanted to work with Gen Pop people. I just saw people just straight up punishing themselves with workouts and then depriving themselves of food, and like what that does to your hormones, what that does to your happiness, how that carries over into your self-worth. So I guess, yeah, I think most coaches are probably in it because they had a personal story. Like for me, fitness started in high school. It was like spring break, and I would just like crash, diet and work out twice a day, and just like I just didn't like myself. I think that if you do that to yourself, you don't like yourself in some deep level. Maybe you're not willing to admit, but I didn't. I just saw all my flaws, and then eventually that didn't work anymore. And for me, that happened at 23, and I remember sitting in my doctor's office, and she's like, well, she's like, you just need to eat less and exercise more. And I'm like, I'm eating 1,200 calories and I work out twice a day. So I'm pretty sure I'm burning what I'm eating, if not more. And she's like, well, I can get you a diet pill. And it was like that light bulb moment for me. I was like, doctors don't know stuff. Like I got to like take my life into my own hands. And I had this coach at the YMCA who's like, you just got to trust me. Like you need to eat more and your body will relax. And so I kind of was like, well, what do I have to lose, right? And then I found CrossFit and I did paleo and I was like, oh, food quality matters. And then the fitness became about fun and eating became about nutrition and like supporting my body. And then like, of course, all the other stuff followed.
Mm-hmm.
And so just to be that person as a coach still matters to me for other people.